This conference will now be recorded.
So today we will discuss about control file, right? Because already in morning session I had covered, and now the evening session is one class behind morning. So you guys have advantage. You can check morning session before joining this evening session. So you will get an idea which topic I'm taking and what I have explained in that. Okay, clear. So today we will discuss about control file. So let me know what is control file, guys. Anyone? See, every Oracle database has a control file, which is a small binary file that actually record the physical structure of the database. So what will come in physical structure? The first thing, database name, timestamp of the database creation, the current log sequence number, and checkpoint information. Okay, then names and locations of the data file and redo log files of that particular database. Okay, so control file must be available for writing by the Oracle database server, basically server process, and CKPT process whenever the database is open. Without the control file, the database cannot be mounted and recovery is difficult. So the control file of Oracle database is created at the same time as the database creation happen. So by default, at least one control file is created during database creation. So let me check how many control files we have. So there is a view describe v dollar control file. So this is the view. From there you can check. So select name, comma, block size. Earlier this column was not there in Tenji. And now let me know what is the block size of control file actually. Anyone? And what is the block size of the data file use? What is the block size redo log file use? Guys, please answer quickly. 8K is for what? Control file or data file? Okay, what is the okay both control file and data file, control file and data file. Okay, anyone else can try control file 16. Okay, redo log file 512. Okay, okay, perfect. See, only data file use block size of 8 KB. Control file and redo log file block sizes are different. So right now I'm talking about control file, so I will show you. This is 16 KB. So many DBAs had confusion about 8K and 16K. Okay, and redo log file block size I will cover in redo log file chapter. So Javed, it's 512 bytes, but it has other two block sizes also. It will use. So that is the answer. Okay, that I will tell you in the redo log section. So right now, when you are creating a database through DBCA, two control file will be created, and you can also create control file later. So what are the guidelines you should follow to manage the control file? So the first guideline is you have to provide the file name for the control file. You have to multiplex control file on different disk. You have to back up the control file, and you have to manage the size of the control files. Okay, so these are the guidelines you should follow. So we will go one by one. So first thing, provide file name for the control file. So let me know by which parameter actually we decide the control file name and location, guys. So this is the parameter control underscore files will decide the location and also will decide the name of the control file. Okay, if you do not specify control underscore files before this database creation, then what will happen, guys? Quickly answer. Yes, please. Any idea? Javed, Azhar, Ishaq, Ajit, Gurpreet, Venu. If you are not specifying control underscore files parameter, so will your database will created or not? Answer me this also. Auto create. Okay. So when you know, so please answer that. See, if you are not using Oracle manage file, actually, it is a concept where you have to specify uh, some parameters. So it will create a control file and use a default file name, and default file name is operating system specific, and that parameter is like db create file dest and db recovery file dest. Okay, so these parameter is actually involved in that. So if you check show parameter db create file dest, so this is not set, and another parameter is db create file dest. So uh, db recovery file dest actually. So this will actually do the omf feature. So if you are not specifying this, so then it will as Javed said, auto create, and it is operating dependent. And if you are using OMF, then the initialization parameter you set to enable that feature determine the name and the location of the control file. And if you are using OSM, you can place Oracle ASM file name in the db create file dest and db recovery file dest initialization parameter. So the Oracle ASM automatically create control files in the appropriate places which you have mentioned in these two parameters. Clear, guys? Any confusion? Excuse me. And second concept, multiplexing control file on different disks. So I already told that minimum one is required, but recommended minimum two control files should be used, and maximum you will go with eight control file. And control underscore file is the initialization parameter. In that you can give multiple control files location and name. Okay, we will see later how to do the multiplexing. And then backup of the control file. So it is very important that backup of your control file, and every time you change the physical structure of the database, it will store in the control file. So what structural changes you can do? You add a data file, then control file will update. You drop a data file, then control file will update. You rename a data file, then control file update. You add a table space, then control file will update. You drop a control file actually, then it will update. Okay, so this is the actually uh, uh, please mute Manohar. So that is the way actually. And if you are altering the table space read write mode, So then it will update the control file. If you are adding or dropping redo log files or groups, then it will update. So like that, it actually do that. Okay. So for this reason you have to back up the control file. Now, how to manage the control file? So there are some parameters if you are using and settings. On the basis of that, your control file size will be increased. So can anyone tell me what are those parameters? I can give the count: one, two, three, four, five. Five parameters we actually use in create database statement, and that parameter basically increase the size of the database actually, control file, sorry. So what that parameter, guys? Anyone? Okay, I will not wait for so long, guys. So these are the parameters which you will use in create database statement when you are creating manually. Okay, if you are omitting then these values, then it will take operating system dependent values for that. So these parameter basically decide the size of the control file. Okay, and you can create control file initially. You can add later, you can rename later, you can relocate control file later, you can create a new control file. So suppose if you want to create initial control file, so in database script, you will set control underscore files underscore parameter, and then the values of the location and the naming of that. So this is the general syntax where we have u01, u02, u03, three disk we are using, or three mount point we are using, and in that we are placing one control file 01, control file 02, control file 03, like that. Okay, and as I said, the size of the control file will change according to max log files, max log member, max log history, max data files, max instance size. So these parameter will affect the control file. And how you will create additional copies? So you can create, if you are using sp file, so first you will alter this parameter, control underscore file, then you will shut down the database, and then you will use cp command and copy new control file from the existing one, and then you will restart the database, right? So this is the way we will do, you can say, multiplexing or renaming or relocating. So one step for all actually. If you are creating additional copies, so that is multiplexing, right? And if you are using parameter file, so here let me check which file we are using. So understood is that it is sp file, right? So here we will use sp file method. We alter the parameter control underscore files by alter system set command, and then shut down, and then cp, then startup. If you are using p file, then you will shut down the database, edit the p file, save it, then use the cp command to copy it, then start the database with p file. So this is the way you can do multiplexing. So just after this we will see that. And when you want to create a new control file, because suppose your control files have been damaged and you don't have a control file backup, so you will create the control file by create control file command actually. And suppose you want to change the database name, then on that time you will create it. So how you will change the database name? What is the utility, guys? Anyone? No one is moved for typing. Okay, no issues. Morning class is much better than you guys. They are responsive. They response actually. So DB new ID utility which we use for change the database name. Okay. Now this is the create control file statement. So general syntax I am posting you guys. So if suppose you are losing control file, so by this statement you can use that. But you know the data file of your database, you know the redo log file of your database, you know group of your data of the database, then you can write this syntax. Otherwise you cannot create a control file. Clear? And suppose your database had a force logging enabled before creating the new control file. So if you want to continue to be enabled after creating the control file, so you can specify force logging clause in the control file statement also. Okay. Now if you want to create a control file, so first you will check the log file. So this is the view, by that you can check. Then you will check the data file, okay, of your database. So this is the query. So we had four data file. Then you will check the control files name and location, what it was actually. So you will access v dollar parameter also. From there you can check by this way also. Otherwise you have show parameter control underscore files, or you can check select name from v dollar control file. We already did that actually, like this. So this query you can also use. Or you will say show parameter control underscore files. Oh, select URL underscore files. Oh, spelling wrong. Show parameter control 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 underscore. Oh, spelling wrong. Show parameter control underscore. So see that control underscore file. By this way also you get. And control file re-update after 7 days. So this is the parameter. Control file record keep time by default value is 7. Excuse me. So after 7 days it will do that. Okay. So when you get this information, then you will shut down the database by immediate or abort, and then back up all data file and redo log file of the database, then start up no mount. And then after that you will use create control file statement. But in that we had reset log clause and no reset log clause. Okay. So in which situation we will use a reset log clause or no reset log clause? Okay. Answer me please. Reset log archive not apply. Okay. And no reset log archive applied, right? According to your statement. See, if you have lost any redo log groups in addition to control file creation, that time you need to recover from the loss of the redo log. So you must specify the reset clause, correct? Or if you have renamed the database. Otherwise, you will select the no reset clause. Clear, guys, or should I repeat? Okay, then you will store a backup of the new control file on different device. Then you will edit the control file parameter, then recover the database, then open the database by alter database open command, by alter database open reset log command. Okay, now how to backup of the control file. So we had two type of backup. One is alter database backup control file to the path. So let me show you. My path is this, so I will use this. So just a single quote and then slash, then control file dot bkp1, suppose. Okay, and enter. Oh, I miss single quote, sorry guys. So see, database alter. So in this we will go and go to this location. Okay, and then ll. So see that this file is created. Today is 4th September and around 11 approximate PM, right? So this is the way you will take the backup, but this backup is control file binary backup, so you cannot open that. Now I want a control file to trace. So when you are creating a control file to trace, so this will create a SQL script actually. So that is the command for that. So let me back, and then you will execute this. So this will create SQL script in trace file location. So you can go and check that location and open that file. So where is your trace file location? Select star from v dollar diag underscore info. Okay, so here you will get every location information. So my Oracle home is this, and default trace file location is this. So in this location you will go and check the trace file you created actually. Clear? So this is the way you will do that. And how you will recover a control file using a current copy. So you can recover control file corruption using a control file copy, or you can recover from the backup. So for CP command you can recover that, and for edit the control files and remove that file name, and by that you can enable that. Okay, and you can drop the control file also. So what you will do, you will use alter system set command and edit the control file parameter and remove that file which you want to drop, and then shut down and then start up. And after that on OS side you will go and you will delete the control file actually. Okay, so what are the views we have for this? So you can get the information from v dollar database also. Here you can get the control file information, then control file also will tell you about the control file, then v dollar parameter also will tell you. Okay, and how many sections or how many types of content control file actually is stored. So how you will do that, guys? From where you will access, what types of information is stored in control file, so which view we will access? Anyone? No one knows. Mhm. So this is the view. Okay, select type, comma, record size from v dollar control file. So see that these are the information which actually stored: database, CKPT, redo thread, redo log, data file, file name, table space, temporary file name, Harman, log history, offline range, about about archive log, backup set, backup piece, backup data file, backup redo file, backup data file copy, backup corruption, copy corruption, deleted object, proxy copy, backup SP file. Okay, and after that database incarnation, flashback log, recovery destination, instance space, reservation, removable recovery files, rman status, thread instance name, mttr, mean time to recover, data file history, standby database, guaranteed restore point, and after that restore, database block corruption, ACM operation, foreign archive log, PDB record, auxiliary data file copy, multi-instance redo apply, PDB ink record, table space, key history. So these 42 information actually is stored in the control file. You guys don't know this? You didn't check this view? See, Mega, when creating a new control file, if you have lost any redo log groups, so you will use reset clause option. If you are not losing any redo log groups, then you will go with no reset clause. Clear? So at the end, you will alter database open command. But when you are using reset log option, then you will use alter database with reset logs. Okay. Alter database, open, reset logs. Clear? Any doubt, guys? So how to do the multiplexing? So first, uh, I will check. The first step is I will check show parameter SP file. So here SP file is using, and now I will check show parameter control underscore files. So here we had two control files actually, right? So now I want to add one more control file. So I will edit this parameter, and I will mention first these two files plus the new file also. So please don't add only the new one. You have to add existing ones also in the command. So like that I will add and I will alter system set. So the first file name, second file name, and third file name, then scope is equal to SP file. So it means running instance value will not change. Then what I will do, I will shut database. Okay, and then I will go to the location of the control file. Then I will go to here CD, and then go to this location. Okay, now here I comes, and now ls command. So I will create control file 3. Actually, this control file is created for my morning session. So see that September 1 we had taken actually. So now either you have to move this control file or you can delete that and then create it a fresh one. Otherwise, if you use this one, na, so you will get an error in your database, consistency error. Okay, so better to remove this. Okay, now ll, so all gone. Now use the cp command and take any one control file either from one or from two you can create. So 3.ctl. Okay, now check ll. So control 3 is created just right now. Then go back to your database, then startup command. So this is the way the multiplexing of control file with sp file actually. Clear or any doubt in this step? Now check the show parameter control underscore file. So see that third file is showing. So this is the way you can add a control file, and same method you can use for renaming. Same step you can use for different location relocating. Clear guys? Any question? Hello. Thanks Mega. Okay, so now suppose you want to demultiplex. So same steps you will use. So first step, what I will do, I will use alter system set command, and suppose I want to move third file, right? So I will not give third file name and location. I will go with the only second file, and then I will say scope is equal to sp file. Okay, and then enter, then shut immediate, and then startup command you can use, or otherwise first delete that control file and then startup. So it's up to you. Okay, because it is not mentioned in my this control file parameter, so it will not be checked actually on os platform. Okay, so you can directly start, and after that you can delete that control third file. So startup command, and after that check show control file parameter. So this is the way you can demultiplex, or you can say drop. So it's up to you how many what you want to say this. So just go to cd and go to this location. Okay, pwd ll. So I am removing control 3 file like that, then ll, so it's gone. All right, clear guys? So this is the way you can do multiplexing of or demultiplexing of control file. Now, how you will do with p file, guys? I just spoke. So can anyone tell me what will be the step? Suppose your database is using sp file. Now you want to multiplex with p file. So what is the step, guys? I will not show you. You will do practically yourself. So, but steps I want from you guys. Anyone tell me? Just now, I, I said that how to do multiplexing in P file, guys. Hmm. This time is means sleeping time, you guys. In alter command we will change wrong because you are using p file. So how you can use alter command, because p file is a text file. By alter command it will not do that. Ishaq is saying scope is equal to both. Venu is saying create p file from sv file. Oh, see, first thing is that Azhar is correct. Stop the database and open the p file, edit that parameter and add the new one. Then go and cp command, use cp command. Then start the database with p file. Startup p file equals to location, because if you will say startup, it will check sp file and it will start the database with sp file, correct? But you want to override the things, so you will have to mention startup p file equals to. And please, those guys who are telling about alter command and create p file and scope equal to both, please recheck architecture training. Okay, you guys in not good position if you don't know how to edit the p file. The difference between p file and sp file I already covered that actually. Okay, so I think you forget, guys. Either you did not attend. So that is the reason I am in next future. I will not give any free training. I will charge some amount which I am charging for my other minimal charging. I am charging. Okay, because free has no value. Nobody is punctual to my attending my session. Nobody is taking care of what I am teaching. I'm sorry to say that. And people complained we don't have money. How we can learn? How we can join IT? Now I'm giving the things free of cost, and you guys only 8 or 9, and in between the session you guys left. Very unprofessional. Okay, so any questions, you guys? Whatever I have covered today, ask me. Only ask today's topic, control file. So whatever you didn't understand, you can ask me. I will repeat. Any confusion, you can ask. And make sure that, guys, in next session, if I found you guys are not joining, I will postpone those session and I will not take it. Yeah, no question, guys. So if you don't have any, can we read control file from trace? uh, Binary file you cannot read, but the command which I have showed, alter database backup control file to trace, so that file you can open and read. That is basically the SQL statement which I have already posted. This statement create it like that actually. So you will read that file. But if you are creating binary file, then you cannot read that actually. So this is the binary file actually, you cannot read. I am posting in the chat box the command. So this is binary file, you cannot read. But when you are saying alter database backup control file to trace, so this is the basically SQL statement containing, so that you can open and check that. Clear? In trace file location. Any other question? Are you working? Next topic would be redo log file. Today in morning I have covered already. So now evening session is one topic behind. and after redo log I will cover archive log file. Check the course content, guys. Let me post you 19c contents. Yeah, so till now I have covered 12 topics. Okay, so anybody who missed that, go and check on YouTube. All 12 topics is available, and check both the morning session and evening session, because sometime I forgot anything I will cover in morning, and sometime I covered in evening, and in morning and evening I forgot, so like that. And now pending session is 10. So we had 22 topics for my free session actually. So these topics are pending. So note it down and don't ask next time again. Okay. See, guys, providing a training does not mean that I will give spoon feeding. Okay. We are professional. I will guide you. I will show the way how to improve your skill. So that is actually the workshop it is. Okay. Now, any other question, guys? Please ask quickly. You guys never ask any question. You guys never reply to my question. Only two, three guys, or only one, two people reply. I don't know why. Sir, PDB concept one is start. When this remaining chapter complete, I will start then. So 10 chapters is pending. So 10, after 10 session, I will start. Any other? Any other question, guys? Okay, so one request, please upload video. Yes, boss, I will upload according to my time. Actually, sometime what happened in video, we required some editing. So my nephew actually do the editing part. So whenever he comes from school, actually he's in ninth class, so he do the editing. That's why we delayed actually. Okay, whatever already we have uploaded, just do that and practice that, Rajiv. You have lots of complaining. Okay, thank you guys. Now I am stopping the session.